Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. So today we're going to be talking about Openfabric AI, which is kind of outside the normal narrative or crypto sector that we usually talk about on this channel, which is typically gaming. But as I have said in really a majority of my videos, if you're familiar, I am also very bullish on the AI narrative. I think AI and gaming are going to be two of the hottest narratives going into this bull run. So I want to start covering some AI projects, starting with Openfabric AI. So if you guys are a fan of, AI as a sector in crypto, and if you believe that it's going to take off, consider subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. Your support means everything. As well as we do have a Discord. You can join the link below and ask me any questions there you have, or we have a dedicated AI channel on there. We talk about AI projects if you'd like. So getting into it, we'll look at Openfabric's website, what it is, we'll look at their team, kind of their roadmap, look at their price action and their vesting schedule as well, kind of more deep dive on Openfabric. So we see here that this project is a layer 1 for artificial intelligence, AI. It's a planetary scale network for building and connecting decentralized AI applications. They do have listings on a couple exchanges here. They do have their Certic and Hacken audit for their token. So if we see top AI applications, a suite of AI tools tailored to meet the dynamic needs of today's modern world. So looking at this is kind of the different stuff that they are offering currently and are planning to offer quite a bit here. Obviously, we can see there's a lot, starting with kind of like a image generator, meme fabric, sound, like music, 3D model, trading, crypto bot, drug discovery, and then going into others, voice synthesizer. I think they had like a coding one. They have a deep fake as well. So that's just a couple of, again, projects they're offering. They have their marketplace as well. We can see some images here. You kind of get in here. We can see this kind of goes a little bit more on their, I believe, their nodes or their RTX kind of like GPUs right here. Again, they do have a white paper that goes a lot more in depth on this project. It actually is reading like an essay, honestly, so I'm not going to really touch on the white paper in this video. And let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see more AI projects that I'm looking at. I know we're, again, primarily focused on gaming, but I think you should have some exposure to AI if you're primarily a gaming portfolio, which is why I want to bring this to your attention. So investment, scalability, community, again, within the Openfabric ecosystem, secure seat in the new internet of AI. They can, they're more of like an infrastructure play in the AI sector. So it's not just betting on like one individual tool that they offer. Obviously, we saw that they offer so many applications under their umbrella, and they have their layer 1 for AI. So what I really do like there as well. They also, you can join as a validator, ambassador, innovator as well. They do have a YouTube video here you can watch from their CEO and founder that kind of goes into Openfabric as well, as far as other videos also. And again, we can see going down kind of what their ecosystem looks like. So the service consumer represents the end user who needs to solve particular business problems. AI innovator, data provider. So data providers ensure that the vast amount of data required for training and testing AI algorithm is distributed. Infrastructure provider as well. So that's all within the Openfabric ecosystem. This is where it gets a little crazy. When we look at their partners here, so be among pioneers that are building on top of cutting edge technology. So many partners within the AI space, crypto space as a whole, are partnering with Openfabric. So, we see AI Tech, they've been on a crazy run, ZK Sync, Blockin, just to name a couple here, Carbon, Cetify, obviously, Pip, DChat, another pretty interesting AI project also in the space, EC, and the NVIDIA Inception program, which obviously we saw within AI kind of the hype that NVIDIA did bring to the sector as a whole. So I think them being part of the NVIDIA Inception program is very bullish in my opinion. And then they do have good backing as well, as far as VCs backing them within the space. So they also have had some coverage on some major news articles or news pages like Cointelegraph, Microsoft, Altcoin Buzz, Insider, just to name a few there. Again, they have all these different videos here also. So they have their 3D model generator, future of AI, what to expect, some different like articles if you would. Again, another thing I want to make note of is that they do have a docs team here, which is pretty rare to find in AI. Just as we saw, with crypto gaming last cycle and really this cycle, there's so many for lack of a better term, just trash. There's so many trash projects in all crypto sectors and all of crypto really. And one thing I notice a lot when looking for lower cap quality AI projects is a lot of AI projects do not have a docs team. You can't even find anything about their team, which kind of makes some certain AI projects a little bit skeptical to get into. But that's a big highlight that I had with Openfabric AI is that they have a docs team. They have LinkedIn's or Twitter's. You can see them. You can see their experience here. So their founder here, Andrea. I am so sorry if I pronounced that name or mispronounced it. We can see here that he has some experience here. Really, all their team has good experience in their respective field. They have an ambassador board here, so an advisory board. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. So they have an advisory board. Also, you can actually see their advisors are also docs with their experience of why they should be advising them. So again, just want to make note of that. Having a docs team is one thing in crypto gaming, but I think it should be very much a requirement in AI, given that it's a newer sector and there's so many projects that don't have a docs team. It's why not have a docs team? But either way, there I just want to bring note. So if we look at again their ecosystem of what they're doing here, challenging the most difficult problems faced by AI platforms, decentralization, so they ensure that there is no central entity controlling the location of the data or information processing, usability, security here, obviously protecting end users, smart economy, interoperability, and then scalability, so you can expand the network capabilities by allowing network participants to rent their computing power for the execution and training of AIs. So that's what we were seeing in the beginning there on their homepage, people being able to rent their GPUs so, users can use it for the execution and training of AIs. If you look at their roadmap, I mean, they've been building this project for quite a while. Don't let the 2019 fool you. The token is newer, which we'll take a look at here in a little bit. So if we look, obviously, if we see what they have going on for 2024, their mainnet here, a lot of it is going on for their mainnet, Openfabric DAO. So if we take a look, positioning, so a brief comparison with the most notable alternatives suggests that Openfabric offers the most attractive set of futures. So we can kind of take a look, they compare themselves against traditional Web 2 centralized offerings and then decentralized too. Stuff like Deep Brain, Ocean Protocol, Singularity we've seen. So we see that Openfabric, they have 5 stars for the most part across the board when we compare them to other projects, especially not only projects in traditional space like Web 2, real world, companies, but also, again, other Web 3 projects as well. So a pretty cool chart here that they have. And again, looking at it, it brings AI to Web3 by supporting all major blockchain ecosystems. So, Reef, Algorand, Polygon, Harmony, Chainlink, and Avalanche, just to name a few. So if we look at their price action, and again, they have their white paper and light paper here that you can go through if you're interested, but it's very in depth and a little bit more like reading an essay, which isn't a bad thing. It's just not as brief, much of a skim over as maybe some gaming projects we're used to are. So I've kind of went through it, but I would recommend you would go through it as well if you're thinking about getting involved with this project. But as always, nothing is financial advice. If we look at Openfabric AI, right now it's trading at about 58 cents. If we see here at their all chart, I mean, this token launched towards the end of 2023, so about 6 months old right now. So that's a very new token for this cycle. It hasn't gone through one before. Really, it launched right kind of at the perfect time. You want to look for these newer tokens that have launched and haven't seen a cycle before, and their charts don't look like a flat line from the bear market. So it's good to see there as well. If you look over the 1 month, it did recently hit its all-time high of about 90 cents here, but since then it's done, almost, what is that, like a 30%, 30 to 40% retracement. So not a bad entry. If we look at the market cap, that would have put us over a $50 million market cap. With a fully diluted of 290 million. Again, a 33 million, $33 million market cap isn't a whole lot in my eyes, especially when we're looking at AI as a sector of how new AI is and the actual real world use case that AI projects can actually introduce to, again, real world uses. So I think Openfabric is pretty undervalued there as well. And again, if we look at their vesting schedule, we can see right now about 20% of it looks to be unlocked according to Crypto Rank. We see that their unlocks, this is kind of how the allocations are broken down. Their vesting schedule isn't bad. I mean, they do daily unlocks, but they're only 0.1% of the total supply. And as we start unlocking more and more, that number will get, obviously less of an impact. So, 0.1%, if we look at it 30 days in a month, I mean, that's 3% of the total supply is going to be getting unlocked every single month. So that's really not bad in my opinion. So, and again, as more and more gets unlocked, it'll put less of a, it'll affect it less because there's more of the supply out. If that makes sense to you, really. But again, always want make note of the vesting schedule, especially when a project is not fully diluted like this one is. So that's kind of my quick, thoughts on Openfabric AI, a AI project that I think is undervalued currently because we haven't seen it have its crazy run like we've seen with other projects in the space. It's not up, 10x like other projects. So I think that Openfabric still has a lot of room to run. Again, they have a lot of partners, good backing. They offer more of a infrastructure play within AI than they would, just one singular product, which I do like that as well. Let me know in the comments below. Oh, if we look at their markets here, I just want to touch on that. Again, they have some pretty good exchange listings. Nothing tier one, I'd say, like a crypto.com or Coinbase or anything like that. But they are on KuCoin, Mexi, and Baguette. Obviously, you can get it on DEXs as well as PancakeSwap, so it is on BNB. I believe I wouldn't be shocked if it again merges over to other chains in the future, but it keeps costs down being off Ethereum, which is another thing I liked about Openfabric AI because most AI projects are on Ethereum. Not that that's a bad thing, but if you want to avoid kind of the higher, transaction costs that Ethereum has without going on a centralized exchange, then projects that are building on alternative chains like the BNB chain is something you want to look out for. So let me know in the comments below, guys. What do you guys think of Openfabric AI? Are you a fan or interested of more AI projects that I'm looking at? Because again, I believe that it is going to be one of the hottest sectors going into this bull run, and I want you guys to be aware of some projects that I'm looking at as well. If not, let me know. That's totally fine. I can keep it to the Discord. Let me know. And if you guys can like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.